Well, hello there. Good afternoon to you all. Finally, Bleach, the new Bleach chapter is here. So, in this returning of the series, I will be doing a review a little different than usual. That I will be recording this video at the same time, will be reading the the chapter, and uh, due to that fact, um, I'm trying to put my laptop in order, let's say in that way, and then I will be giving my live impressions of the new chapter. So I will be using the scanlation of manga stream. So that's the source I will be reading the chapter. So let's go wing on let's go on with this. So we have the opening pages of Weekly Shonen Jump, with a very good image of Ishigo in color and other series alongside. Um, Order back next. Okay, second page, mainstream. Then we have the art. We have a good shot of Ishigo in shock, uh, with his full bringer at here, I think. Then we have a big face shot of Toshiro when he was fighting Aizen. Yes, that looked badass. Alright. Finally opening. First page. Well, we see the two Zangetsu into a table. Ishigo is grabbing them, and in the laterals we could read with two souls now at his very fingertips. Okay, very cool art. I'm liking it. Now, the series is finally back with opening color pages, the final volume, the Thousand Year Blood War, and the parting starts with a vengeance, and then we have a very good in page with from Ichigo on the center, really badass. Then we have the Stern Readers, all the Stern Readers in one side, and Soul Society on the other side. Nice, very nice. The Thousand Year Blood War. Okay then, Kitekubo, very nice. I'm liking so far. uh, ah, I must add that probably this video will be very long. So, and then it starts the chapter proper when the last one ended with the shadows um, swapping with the buildings of Soul Society. Okay then. And the Shinigami are confused. They do not understand apparently what's going on. Nice. We continue to see the scene of the changing, and we have Bleach 547 piece from Shadows. Nice. I'm liking. And the Shinigami are pretty much confused because they do not understand what's going on. Okay then. We have a page with Momo, Shinji, Izane, Rose, Iba, Omaeda, and we see Kyoraku and Nanao. and they are already returning to Soul Society, or return to Soul Society, okay then, and are seeing the change. Hmm, interesting. I was not expecting this. I still was expecting that Kiraku will stay outside Soul Society. Um, then we see Kiraku talking with Nanao, and he is very surprised about what's going on. And then we see the two third seats of Squad 13, the sister of Izani and the beard guy. I never remember his name. And they are trying to reach Ukitake, that is inside the shrine, temple, a house, something. Okay. Okay. We should we change places. We go to the research technology division, and we have Yozu and Akan. Okay, Yozu is very upset. He does not understand what's going on. Akan is very also disturbed by this, but Yozu does not understand in the least what's going on, and because he does not believe that Soul Society vanished, because he still can use the equipment in the technology bureau. Then the change also happens in the technology bureau. I see. And all the people in the technological bureau were also affected by the changes. I see. Yozu is very upset. He does not understand in the least what's going on. We have a snapshot with Jua saying they will never comprehend. So Jua will be giving the explanation about what's going on. I see. So they are actually using the shadows inside Soul Society. I see. Jua says, after my Quincy brethren lost the war 1000 years ago, they were left destitute and fled the human world for the less conspicuous Cerete, where security was much more lax. Once inside, they used the free-flowing reishi to conceal themselves in the shadows. I see. So actually, I did watch some video of someone exactly saying this one, that they were hiding inside the shadows of Soul Society. So congratulations to the one that gave that idea out, because you are 100% correct. So that's the reason why they were called Vandenreich, the Invisible Empire. We see Asknaklavar, the guy that appeared on the last chapters. He is in the technological bureau. I see. And he also adds more to the explanation. Unlike the human world, Soul Society is saturated with reishi, which means the source of our powers is virtually unlimited. The possibilities truly are endless. Nice. And he say that for 1000 years they are taking their time to build up their powers inside the shadows. I see. We cut to Asphalt. the last time and this time we didn't break through Serete, Shakon Maru and invade. We are already inside the Shakon Maku. Aha, exactly. Nana is surprised, Kirako not really. He's telling Ashval continue, that he says that he is learning, and also he finally understands how they arrived at the Captain Commander's quarters very quickly. I see. Ashwald gives his full title, Stern Ritter Grandmaster, and the direct relation to the Emperor of Vandenreich, Jugram Ashwald. And Kyoraku is presenting himself, and then he asks if he already knew about him succeeding, and Ashwald confirms that they already know, and he already know, and that's the reason why he came. So apparently Ashwald will be fighting Kyoraku. Okay, that's very interesting. I was not expecting it. I always think that the guy that actually will eventually fight Kyoraku will be the guy with the mustache that took his eye, but apparently not. Apparently it's Ashwald that will be fighting Kyoraku, and that makes pretty much sense because Ashwald is the second most powerful Stern Ritter of all, so kinda makes sense that he will be the one fighting against Kyoraku. Okay then, nice. So the orders of Jua, like I did say on my predictions video, is to exterminate all the forces that remain inside the former Serete. Okay then. And then we come to the research and technological bureau again, and the guys are still don't know what to do about Ask Naklevar. And then he kinda says that you are dumb because you did not understand my explanation. He was already there. He is there since the start. We see a door opening. What? You Quincy's have been lingering in the shadows, and while two worlds have existed in the same place at the same time, they never come in contact with one another. Come now, living in a world amongst the shadows, that simply defies logic. However, I'm seeing who is coming. It's Mayuri, brutal. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Fuck. What? Okay, Mayuri did something strange. He is different. What the fuck did Mayuri did? You are talking to someone who rather quite enjoy defying logic. Kind of. Akon is shocked. So Mayuri goes on explaining, after gathering intel from our previous encounter, I was able to deduce that the Quincy raid was somehow linked to the shadows. Therefore, I reconfigured the entire layout of my laboratory so that not even a single shadow could take form within it. And? Okay then. Regarding your snide comment about whether or not we are simply book smart in appearance only, allow me to show you firsthand the answer to your query. Nice. So, okay. Mayuri will be fighting Ask Naklavar. Okay, that will be interesting. Okay, then we have a bunch of Shinigamis with no name gathering into a group. They are kinda trying to block someone, and they were blown to bits. Okay, that was expected. Oh, is Busby. I see. He is quite fond of himself and his own voice. Uh, Whoa, but no, they did not die because they were protected by a wall. Of what? Of something? Ah, don't tell me. I'm seeing it. Ooh, it's Toshiro and Matsumoto. Nice. Ooh, Toshiro looks very fucking badass. Did he regain power? Did he regain part of his power? Because he built a wall of ice. But Toshiro is looking very, very, very badass. Fantastic. And Matsumoto also, let's say, on that way. So he's saying your flames won't be getting through anytime soon. A nice barrier has formed. Oh really? Okay. So Toshiro and Matsumoto will fight against Basby. And I think that's the end of the chapter. Let just me confirm this. Indeed. And this finished up with some more art. I see. So, well, this was the chapter. So this was quite interesting. Finally, we got the explanation about how the Quincy's did swap places with Soul Society so easy, and we learned that technically they did not swap places. They were living already there in the shadows. So, well, that's interesting, and that's kind of explains a plot hole. How the hell did the Quincy's were able to take over the area of Serotay? So, well, very good. Kubo did gave us a very good explanation, and it makes sense. So, well, and we have the first match up done. So we'll have a fight between Kyoraku and Asphalt. Maybe Nanao will also take part in that fight. We will have a fight between Ask Naklavar apparently and Mayuri, Nemo and the remaining guys of the Technological Research Division. And we will have a fight between Busby and against Toshiro and Matsumoto, and we also learn that the power of Busby is fire. So that will be a very interesting match up. So, well, fantastic. Excellent comeback, in my opinion. Fell kinda little short. After all these weeks on hiatus, I was kinda expecting something, maybe more pages that will be very much appreciated. But nonetheless, it was a very good setup. I do not understand one thing at the start of the reading the chapter. So it's implied that the story is entering in the final part of the arc, or there will only be a volume for this arc. Because if it implies that there will only be a volume for this arc, this means that we will only have 10 chapters. I hope not, because it's quite, I don't know. But nonetheless, I like the chapter, like the explanations. In the least, one plot hole was solved, a big plot hole, and that plot hole was kind of very upsetting at the end of the last chapter before entering into a hiatus. So that's it. So this is my first live reaction and impressions to the chapter of Bleach 547 and some opinions on this. So also other matchups. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I was not expecting that Asphalt will be the one that will be fighting Kiraku, even if those make a lot of sense. Um, I was also not expecting to see Asknak Lavar fighting against Mayuri because if Asknak Lavar is Reader D, I don't consider Mayuri one of the most strongest captains of Soul Society, so it could be a one-sided fight or not. I don't even understand what the hell is Mayuri using. Is some cloaky build? Is something he retrieved from Wikomundo? Because it kinda looked like the body of an espada, even if does not make any sense at all. I don't understand what Mayuri did to his own body. What is that protection that is around him? I do not understand. And Toshiro was very looking very badass. So I'm looking forward to see his fight against Basby and also Matsumoto. I do not know if she will take part in the fight, but I will assume she will be taking part on that fight. But the fact that Toshiro can use ice, could this mean that he regained part of his powers? Did he regain part of his abilities? What's going on? Because the last time we see Toshiro, he was just doing strokes with a bamboo sword. So is that enough for him to recover his powers? Um, how much time? I don't know. But I like the setup or the initial setups. I like them. So also one surprising factor was that Kiraku was already inside Soul Society. That surprised me. I was not expecting it. So and the chapter in a way kind of thwarted some of my predictions or some situations that I think about. So that was good. That always good when the author, the mangaka, the author kind of surprises us with some stuff he decides to do. So, on that regard, I like uh, this chapter. I'm very hyped about the returning of Bleach. I like the explanation; it was very good. I like the initial setups; were very interesting. I'm looking forward to see their fights, and I actually hope that Kubo show us their fights. And that's it. So, what do you think of this chapter? Were you hyped for the chapter? Were you disappointed by the chapter? Did you like the chapter? Do you think that the plot all about how the Quincy's did it was very well explained or not? Do you think that the Shinigami side will win these initial matchups, or it will be the Stern Readers? And what other fights do you think that will happen in Cervete? Because we learned that the first order given by Jua to all the Stern Readers that are in the former area of Cervete is basically to eradicate all Shinigami inside. So, like I did say on my predictions video, all the Shinigamis that were inside Soul Society will be the first ones to actually fight against the Stern Readers. So, interesting to see what are your opinions and thoughts on it. So, this is it. This is my review for Bleach 547. Hope you enjoy. Stay well. Peace. See you soon.